Hello, wonderful viewers and wonderful subscribers. This is Active TV again for another fast and a quick sport update. Ambadi ngulu ngalbe tendu, ngalbe jiang, ngalbe bismillah kotake Active TV purkana balabonyo to kibaro bondali kotake. Nabi balabonyo to kibaro abedending Gambian national team la komi albe hakilo baka nyameng African Kopo bina damuta kang Africos kono Cote d'Ivoire. Janimbe dunna nyin kibaro kono bafulal be ko sisoka batu sauda ani APS money transfer services wala bulobe na programo koto sisoka batu sauda company lo miyanan ko ika borol dada ila borol bedada kendeke chemical hana jaje kisikilling ati ila borol kono ila borol mu islamola silola na nabiyomba kila Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam ake jara borol mulla non sisoka batu sauda wasilol yolleta ila borol be Gambia banko kang ani Gambia banko e bandala mulialon ko be tuwabudu Europe America ani Asia borol nyil alse sotono ila borol chemical hana jaje kesekiling ate kono mulialon ko fanan allafta ka kodol ki Gambia banko kang allafta ka kaspa sang allafta ka credit ko sang Gambia banko ka allafta kan duka fanage alta APS money transfer services la application o download alsanyil beke no ila application la APS money transfer italam nyonta ti Gambia banko kang inata kodi kiola karola kodo yaki nyamen ika soto la nyama tarafata ay no kono transfer muka mankiji kaspa fana ala kuram munsang alcohol soto andum fana credit ko fana ngale munsang alcohol soto anin duga hani jata dimu amuka manki ala duga kono APS nyonta on limit Gambia banko ni Senegal be pilan ben January mun kono teng tili tang anin lulu Africos kono wala be kala maji follow ti mi yalon ko be kala Gambia ning Senegal ti bari bi kibaro mi yalon ko be janjan ning jamala bamba da babato social media wala Gambia football lal inyanda kata tren Gambia banko gang Independence Stadium oto barakata training ti mi yalon ko amanna keno katum football lal iko itel kata mo ti mi yalon ko iman son kara training na kadung iko ela bonuso e bola batun ne nung walam kodo di miyalon ko wala nyanda ka dila kerfatu ya kibaro mun janjang mbo karnali angale kamoto ya mun sabe walam breaking news e ko kibaro felen di miyalon ko tariya ma felen da findi da nan kibar kandu the Scorpions have reportedly declined to attend their scheduled open training season at the Independence Stadium citing unpaid bonuses as the reason iko the Scorpions mol mi yalan ko lam Gambia football la ti kata moti mi yalan ko ye training mi yalan ko yolo londi ko bi inyanda ka training kata moti mi yalan ko iman son kara training na i balanta i be siring katum iko boniso mi yalan ko nyanda ko dila e ma dila wala kata ila dalilo ti while coach Tom Senfit and his technical team are present at the stadium the players have reportedly chosen to remain at the hotel refusing to join the training season. I go Tom Sempit Mialonko, Tom Sempit Mialonko, Gambia head coach Akatamoti Mialonko, another technical team, Italtara Stadium Auto, but football la little Katamoti Mialonko, Besiri la Hotel Auto, Imansong Kata training Kerfati Yatandiko. Stay tuned for the further details on this developing story in our upcoming publications. I go Gambia will be better parading kibar kotan mi yalon ko abinala mi yalon ka be den nyin kibaro la Gambia national team bar kerfatu inata kibaro do fana bondi ko take kaytandi ko fans mi yalon ko le tata num stadium oto e kada moti mi yalon ko ening GFF official Gambia Football Federation ka fo mi yalon ko alota pour Gambia la football o jube e ko fans ni dunda nyola kerfatu ya mun sabe angale kanto wala nyenti ko tensions has erupted at the stadium as irate fans clash with GFF officials, leading to the intervention of PRU officers who are employing tear gas to disperse the crowd. Iko fans sol mi yalon ko walem Gambia national team la fans sol mi yalon ke data stadium or programme training jube ko kata moti mi yalon ko ikamfata kendeke ining GFF Gambia Football Federation ila official ni dunda nyola iko paramilitary officers PIU wala nata ke moti mi yalon ko inata tiaga so fay pour kanyel bondi nyola Gambia football team the Scorpion ila coach Tom Senfit kata moti mi yalon ko ay press conference o ke Gambia banko kan mbo pilelali albe lamoy mbedwala alma ale karo sabatindi Gambia banko kang Gambia dimo dawda ma ale karo diabela. This is Active TV Sport Update.
I'd like to explain why we didn't announce it earlier, what our philosophy was on it. First of all, the idea was that we had the agreement with you as media that we would announce the squad in front of the media so that you could ask questions. If we had sent by ourselves on internet a list of names, you would have felt again from, hey, the coach is avoiding questions, and I didn't want to avoid questions. You can ask me every question you want. I want to see you face to face, and that's the reason why I wanted to announce it in a press conference. Secondly, we also had the plan to delay it as long as possible for our opponents. There is no rule what says that you have to announce a squad in a certain period of time. CAF knew the list, the players knew the list already long, players who were not in the final squad knew the list, but in the media we didn't want to, not to punish you or the Gambians, but not to inform our 3 opponents too early. They will know now, but at least a week less time to prepare for them, to know who is in the final squad and to guess who will play. And last, yes, it could happen that in the training camp people will drop out. We had even on the 1st of January 3 players playing in England. So before that we are 100% sure that all the 27 we selected would be available. We didn't want to give a list out to say then afterwards 2 players dropped out and another 2 came in. So that was the reason about it, that we didn't announce the squad earlier. Now the squad is out, and I think it's a very interesting squad. We have 27 players, 18 from the 27 players played last AFCON when we reached the quarter-final, and there are 9 players who are for the first time there. That's a lot. That's 33% debutants on Africa Cup football, but it shows also the development of our football. We have some players who were in the previous edition already in the qualifiers but didn't make the final squad, and we have some young talent, looking to Yankuba Minte and others, who popped up and who are now in the squad. Our squad is also the 8th youngest squad from 24 teams in AFCON. Our average age is 26.2, and there are 17 teams who are older than us, and there are only 7 teams who are younger than us. That's a few facts. I think that it's better that you ask now questions. You know the names. They are by CAF announced, and also the smart journalist published them already earlier and also saw the pictures. So shoot, and I'm ready to answer all your questions. Maybe good to say who you are and for which media you work, so that I also know.
Okay. Before we come to the questions, I appeal that we make it very orderly so that we will not be repetitive over each other's question. Just raise your hand, say who you are, and you ask a specific question, and we can move on. Lamin.
I am Lamin Ferreira from Active Radio. My question is, we know December 14, CAF says that 55 players should be sent. You sent 43. And the rule also says 10 days before the tournament, all nations or participating teams will send their final 27. Now the 27 is not compulsory. We know 23 is compulsory, but you can add additional 4 depending on your necessity. I ask this question simply because the team announcement was delayed. It caused a lot of question mark being raised by a lot of journalists because we are in dilemma. And secondly, after people knew that the footages were out there for the public to see, don't you think it also brings so many distractions to the team by not announcing the list earlier?
No, because the players knew it already long before. There are WhatsApp groups between the players with all the 43 players. That's a little bit, for me, weird and strange to read stories from coaches not professional, the players don't know. All the players know it. The dates, we were even 3 days before the final date that we had registered our 43. We had already registered our 27 a few days before the final date. We are done. Like I explained, we didn't inform the public for the 3 reasons I told you, but the players, they knew it already long in advance. We have a WhatsApp group with all 43 players who were in the squad. And when the moment was there to cut down the squad to 27, all the 43 minus 27, 16 players got personally a call from me to inform them that that person would be not in the final 27, but to be on standby because maybe something could happen, someone could be dropped out, and some players even called me back to ask reason why I'm not in the squad, and we discussed, and that's normal. The players were not distracted because the players knew it. It's only the public that didn't know it, but players were always aware of it.
Can I have a follow-up?
Yeah, no problem.
Yes, because it's the outcry from the public that I'm trying to portray here. Because
But yeah, I understand the outcry from the public, but the public, we don't live anymore in a time where we buy a newspaper and the public read the newspaper and throw the paper away. We live in a time of internet when the public knows, the opponent knows. And we are professionals and you want to win, but you prefer that now I'll tell you already the first 11, and then I tell you already, the public want to know who's going to play, because I see on the internet which 3 strikers are going to play, and I see on the internet how we have to play. Football is about strategy. Senegal played yesterday a different system with 3-4-3 compared to the systems they played the previous. Maybe it was to misguide us. Maybe Aliou Cissé got play 4-3-3. So football is not only about the public. Football is there on the 15th of January, on the 19th of January, and the 23rd of January. Try to get the best performances on the pitch to get a good result.